adjustments.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Slot man moves right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Screen play, McKinnon. Got some real estate inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They pitch it out to Cook. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Always got some breathing room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
First down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's third down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
All right, here we go. 3,
third down. It's Sanders, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So we've reached halftime, and before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 23. Powering his way forward. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. 180. 180.
The slot man in motion right. They run. Cook. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 41.
Let's go. Set.
Cook on the toss left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Let's go.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Hunt. Able to slither by. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Atkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards that time for number 19. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. To throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broken tackle. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a run with Cook. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Get ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Force.
Here's Bridgewater. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And that one belonging to the Buccaneers. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
On the carry, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight.